Let's go. Welcome to TG Art, aka Dr. Bad. Okay, this video is meant for those that want to know how to draw. For beginners, um, I start from the first layer. If you can check already, the moment you are through drawing, you first shade using pencil, which is just HB pencil. Use your HB pencil, make a streak, cross streak. You make streak, then cross streak also, and that is the first step that you need to do by highlighting it, by separating the dark from the light through your reference. Now the second part, like I said, now this you use a darker pencil. So here I'm using both that is 7B pencil, that is both pencil, 7B pencil. So you can see that I'm using it to darken it more because this work need to be darker. So after that, you repeat the same thing. After that, you now use tissue because tissue is very soft. You use tissue to blend from the darker part to the lighter part, and that is it. After that stage, you continue doing it, continue blending it so that it will blend very well, because the blending is the most important part to make it realistic, I repeat. So these are the things you do. You keep on blending it, you keep on blending it, you keep on blending it. By so doing, you will get a very good texture of the skin and the look of what you are drawing. Thirdly, you now use your words, the magic powder, which is charcoal powder. I'm talking about general charcoal pencil. You use your general charcoal pencil, you grade it, bring out the dust. You make use of the dust, use your brush to start blending from the dark to the lighter parts. Then if there's any place that is too dark, you can use the pencil. I'm holding the pencil right now. This is the general charcoal pencil and this is 6B. So you can use it to highlight more. Now, continue blending, blend like I said, use your brush, and this is the magic tone that I use. This is the magic tone that I use, which is the brush, the soft brush. So you can get that from any of the makeup shop or art shop. So you continue blending all those places, starting from the places that you make streak from the beginning. So you start blending using your charcoal, pencil, that soft brush. So you keep on touching it, keep on brushing it, keep on brushing it, blending from the dark to the lighter parts. That is just, but the first foundation is from the beginning, where you use a HP pencil to streak. So you still use that same method, that those parts, because you have already laid out those places that you need to blend darker using your general charcoal pencil. Then you keep on applying, because at this point in time you don't have any issue. So you know how to do the eye. The eye is not that difficult, because what is most difficult, what is really difficult here is the blending. That is where most people have issue. So like I say, anywhere that is darker, you keep on applying your charcoal pencil on those parts. You understand? So here, like I said, this is makeup art. So you can see, let's go. So this is the eye part now. So here I just use colored, which is a dry pastel color. So here is very simple. You just need to follow the color pattern and you paint. So this have nothing to do with the blending. You don't blend all these places. Whenever you're making use of the dry pastel, you don't blend, because it will not give you the quality you want. You understand? So that is how we go. So I begin to apply for the cheek. I apply for the cheek because there's a makeup there. Women stuff, they love makeup a lot. So makeup beautify them. So this is the makeup part. So this is essential. It's very important. You need to apply it. And this is the highlights. I use Mono to do some highlighting here, and I think this is it. You can see how I'm doing it using my hand. Here I don't use brush. You don't need to use brush while applying that dry pastel. Okay, let's go. So this is the eyebrow. Yeah, the eyebrow I use because it's makeup eyebrow. So I use my tiny brush to blend You understand? And after that, since this other brush is a bit tiny, it has pressure, so you need to apply a little pressure on it so that you can get the darker part of what you're doing. So I keep on doing that because that place need to be darker. We see from your reference, so you can see how I retouch it using my soft brush. No, so that's how I go, guys. So the work is very long, so I'll need to finish it up. But that is the appearance. Here we go again. Since I discovered that the cheek is not too dark, the dark there is too light, so I needed to apply another general charcoal pencil there, another charcoal pencil to make it to make it darker, so that the picture can be art and beautiful. So I did some correction here, I did some corrections here, so I'm trying to rectify the errors just to perfect it. You understand? So after this stage comes what? Like the still part of the eye. There are some part of the eye that is still dark. You can locate it use from your reference. Then use your tiny brush to work on those places. Because if you use the other brush might spoil the artwork, because that eye is very important. So here we go again. This is the hair part. A very tiny hair. Just make sure you follow your reference. That's how the hair looks like. So I need the tiny, sharpen your pencil very well so it to be very chisel. After that, I use my mono zero to highlight, to do the highlighting. I don't just do it anyhow, step by step. That's how you need to look into follow your reference while doing the highlights, just like that, so you can make it real. You understand? So yeah, I believe it's turning out to be good. It's turning out to be good. Here again, this is the matte part. I've already done that. I use general charcoal pencil to do some work there to darken that part. But the down part, like, you just follow your reference. From your reference, you can identify the darker parts from the lighter parts. So you continue doing that same thing. You can see what I'm doing here. I'm still using my tiny brush to do some work at the lower chin. So here you can look, I'm already through with the matte. So I use um dry pastel to paint the lips, the down lips, the lower lips, I mean to say. So after that comes the blending with the shoulder. So I use general charcoal powder to start blending with brush. After that, for me to make it to be realistic, I needed to highlight. I needed to bring out the darker part of it. So I'm making use of my general charcoal pencil, which is still 6B. You can use 4B, but remember, let it be soft, not hard, because hard might tear the paper. So just use soft pencil, that is soft. Don't use hard, don't even use medium, use soft is mainly used for paper. So you can watch what I'm doing here. I'm making some streak. After that, I use my soft brush to first of all blend it so that I can know how dark it is. So I can know blending from the dark parts to the lighter parts. Keep on repeating the same thing, over and over, to make sure that my blending is perfectly okay. You should never be in haste. Don't be in haste. Take your time to analyze it. Take your time to do the work. Take your time to perfect it. Take your time to look at your reference, and you should be able to visualize things that others can see. So you need to need to like should I say, you should maximize your lens, which is your eye, so I can see more details. So for here, I discovered that the neck, the shoulder is a bit darker. So I begin to imagine, what will I use? I think of what to use. At the end of the day, I discovered I need to use this general charcoal pencil that I'm using right now, soft, and this one does not create dust, but it's very dark. You can get it in the market also. So I begin to streak on those darker parts. I keep on doing that, and I leave the lighter parts alone. I don't dare touch the white parts, because I the shadow. Drawing works with shadow and light. So I'm just keeping the shadows, separating the light from the dark. So that is how you bring it to reality. Okay, here I keep on doing that same thing. I keep on making streak all over the shoulder, the neck, and the shoulder, right? I keep on doing that by separating the dark from the light. Okay, then finally, this should the shoulder blade. Yeah, the shoulder blade. I make sure that I separate it too because that place is a bit darker. So I use that same general charcoal pencil, but this is a different charcoal pencil. You can identify it here. All right, this one does not create dust. This one is just this one is very, very dark, and you know is a bit it's soft but a bit stronger than general charcoal pencil. So I continue to make streak all over, make streak all over it. Just make sure you don't allow the streak to touch to the you don't streak the lighter part. Only streak on the darker part. I keep on doing that over and over. After everything, and I use my magical pens, my magical brush to do some touching, to do some magic touch. Now, if you check very well, I begin to blend it again using my brush, my soft brush. I blend from the dark part to the light part. That is how you blend, so that there will be a little mixture. There will be that so that it can blend completely. But if you shade only the darker part, then your drawing will look like jargon. So for here, you need to blend from the darker part down to the light part. By the time you start from the darker part, you discover that even though you get to the lighter part, the lighter part will still be light. It won't be that much dark. The only place that will be dark will be the dark parts, those places that you shaded earlier. So here we go. This is the gele. We call it gele, the headdress. All right. So I make throughout I make use of dry pastel. You know, dry pastel we have soft. So I use different colors without blending it. Just make strokes on it, streak on it, shade it on there, shade it on those right spots, It's you shade it there, but you make sure that you don't allow them to mix together. All right, because dry pastels is always like that. It's very, very stubborn. Whenever one color is there, the other color cannot. So we are through with it, and this is the earring. The earring, and this is the sweetest part because among all part here is very, very, very simple. It's just like you drawing your cycles. You understand? So I use that same pencil, and here we go. This is the full work, and see how hyper realistic it is. I hope you guys like my work, and if you like my work, please make sure you hit the button, subscribe. Thank you all. And if there is any question, leave it on the comment section. Thank you guys.